everyone, I'm Katrina Zish. We're here at Second Time Around in Soho, and guess who happens to be involved in this fabulous boutique? Well, it is the one and only Alex McCord.
Second Time Around is high-end designer resale. It is consignment, and people want to come to the city and they want to get themselves out there and make a name for themselves. And they need a wardrobe to do that. And if you have just moved to the city and you are sharing an apartment in Williamsburg with 5 other people, you can't afford first-run Prada shoes. It's just a fact of life. But guess what? You can come to Second Time Around and you can get gently worn Prada shoes. It took some getting used to in the first season. I was amazed that so many people cared so much about the snowman I made in my backyard with the kids, or what I was wearing when I put out the garbage. I was surprised that was newsworthy, but once I got used to that, it's fine. It's just another part of life. Being on a reality show and having that much scrutiny on your life is going to do one of two things. It's going to bring you closer together or drive you apart. And I are very lucky in that I think we had the right setup going into this, where we obsessively communicate with one another. I mean, we tell each other every single little thing that's bothering one another. We've had some crazy arguments about potato chips. There's a very genuine possibility that when you're filming a reality show, you can say, okay, let's not talk about this now. Right. You know, but you have to. Right. You really do. You don't have to talk about it on camera, necessarily, but you have to get everything out. And when cameras are there so often, and when people make assumptions about what they see that aren't necessarily true, that can get you killed. Being on a reality show is a skill, just like anything else. I had a 10-year career as an actor prior to doing the first season, and I think that it's actually a liability to have acting experience when you go into a reality show, because you get very used to and very comfortable with being directed. And it's very, very, very easy to get directed out of your comfort zone. And consequently, in the first season, there were things that were put together in ways that we did not necessarily feel were the real story. We learned how to be relentlessly real with ourselves when filming season 2. And anytime we would be asked to do something that wasn't something we would normally do on a Saturday afternoon, we'd say no. Once you realize where you are, and you realize that you're in the realm of reality TV, and that you, A, want it to be real, and B, want it to be entertaining, there are ways to do both. You need to tell somebody something, just wait until the camera is shooting you to tell them. What you don't want to have in reality TV is you don't want to have a do-over. You don't want to have something happen organically where someone calls you and you have a big discussion and then do it again for the cameras. That's hard. You have your people that you spend time with and the cameras are around, and then people that you don't. At the beginning of season 1, I didn't know anyone. As it turned out, there was 1 degree of separation between me and everyone else. I had a mutual friend that I shared with Bethany. Luann's husband and Luann's husband's best friend and I had done a movie together. It's a very, very small world. But in the second season, we all had the experience of doing the first season together. We all then did know each other. And not only that, it was really, really useful because the public had gotten used to perceiving us as friends. And so perception became reality. Make sure you know what you're getting into, because your whole life will be on display. If you have skeletons in the closet, they're going to come straight out. And don't take yourself too seriously. Recognize that people will assume, whether you like it or not, that what they see on the show is the sum total of your life and that there's nothing else. And recognize that you really don't have a lot of control over that. This is an opportunity that not everyone gets to have. Just do it.